the part that really the part that scuffed my Timbs is that this man really tried to come on here and say that that he caught me with a female, which is one of my friends, which I've been holding her back for years because she hasn't liked this man for years. Like, yo, you can't say nothing, you can't say anything. You gotta respect it. You not only did you disrespect her, you said her name, everything. So whatever she says about you, that's that. Like, it's out of my hands right now. But he caught me in a sexual act with a female with my daughter on the bed. I slipped out of the bed with him after he was trying to get something, denied him. I always deny him. I've denied him. I haven't had sex with him in years. But I slipped out of our bed and tried to go get in another bed with a girl, a female, which is my friend, one of my close friends for years and years and years. And he caught me with my daughter and all this. First of all, you try to say what you said about Easy. Oh, you a little. I think it's a little sugar in his tank. That's weird to me. That you literally got on here and thought you had a flex trying to say, oh, she's bisexual. This, like, I'm actually not. But thanks for the uplift, because all the bad bitches that's been in my DMs since you said that, like, shout out to y'all. But try to say that she's done so many things to the people from that community. Who? Most of my friends, femmes, aggressives, my hairstylist, one of my makeup artists, like who? Like, by you saying that really shows how you really feel. Oh, I'm only on here because you talked about my children. What children? Why do people only know that you have 2 children? Mine and your oldest daughter. Why they don't know about your son? Why was there 1,001 blogs posting, oh, his new girlfriend, way back when you was really with your daughter? Because they never even see her that much. You understand? Don't ever play with me. I told you the last time when you tried that son, oh, she wasn't with my daughter on Christmas. Not only was I with her on Christmas, and your dumb ass was sitting right there, I bought most of the shit like I always do. Like, what you talking about? What are you talking about? Why you keep playing with my kid? But as soon as I start talking about your parenting, you're gonna be mad. You're gonna be mad. She won't let me see my daughter. She won't let me see my daughter. I ain't never been the bitch to keep a man away from his kid. I'm not gonna be with the kid all day. Go over there. It's your turn too. You understand? Are you talking about the times when you wanted to take her over to your mother's house? And I told you, don't be having my daughter around the house that's over there? One of your adopted sisters, knowingly, y'all all know about it over there, touching on kids. And that's why she ain't never been over there. That's why she don't know them. And you agreed with it when we were together. Hence why my daughter ain't never really go over there like that. So don't try to sit here and spin and act like, oh, she... The same one whose sister is in the shade room comments popping shit. Worry about your sister that y'all protecting over there on that side of the family. Okay? Okay? Yes, I'm going there. I don't want her around no that are being protected. Tell me I'm lying. Say I'm lying. Should I list who she touched that y'all all know about? And then y'all all act like y'all don't see nothing? That upsets me. That makes me mad. When somebody acts like and tries to attack my motherhood, that upsets me. And he knows that. I'm off that subject. Don't play about my motherhood again. Papoose. For all of y'all saying he bought my jewelry, he didn't buy shit. I can count what he bought. That's in one of my jewelry. An anklet, a little charm here and there. The shit that you walked out with, that you was posted up with on your page, with your current situation, my half the kilo Cuban, you ain't buy that. My Cartier bracelet, you ain't buy that. My Van Cleefs, you ain't buy none of that. And even if you did buy me something, that doesn't give you the right to go in my jewelry box and pawn it, because it's mine. But you didn't take anything that you bought, because it ain't what you gonna get, a couple $100. I have all my receipts for hundreds of thousands of dollars from pristine jewelers, sir. Okay? Now that's addressed. Stop lying. I'm mad because she's mad because I found out that she was with a woman, and she's mad because I moved on. You want to know? Y'all want to know why he's mad? Y'all want to know why he didn't address anything that I said, but he went in and on to attack Easy, the block captain, that he literally is obsessed with? First of all, you posted an audio, right? That you're recording, you federal agent. Mr. Recording devices, cameras throughout every house, crib, car we ever had in life. When you're recording and the other person doesn't know they're recording, you're gonna act accordingly because you know you're being recorded. You wanted me to lie and say that nothing never happened at all, that I wasn't messing with him, I wasn't talking to him, nothing. And I said, I'm not doing that. We all, me, you, and Easy agreed that we wasn't gonna say nothing about the incident that happened at my event. Not that you knocked anybody out, because that was always a lie. And you agreed to it because at the time you didn't have your executive position job as the head of hip hop that no one has heard about in a month of Sundays. And you wasn't sure if it was secure, so we couldn't have something coming out where you were seeming like the aggressor or committing a crime or anything like that. Me, being who I am, I went and I talked to Easy and I'm like, listen, just chill. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's in all of our best interest because he is who he is in his field. I am who I am. And Papoose is who he is. At the time, he was still Papoose. He wasn't Papoose yet. Well, he was, but I just didn't know. So, the moment that he knew his job at TuneCore was solidified via that bitch you was over there, play with me. I dare you. Play with me. That's why he was mad that I never posted it, because he doesn't get a check from TuneCore. He was getting a percentage of the subscriptions, and he wanted me to post to my 11 million followers to subscribe to TuneCore. And I told him, tell the bitch that's your TuneCore to post it on her page. I didn't see anything wrong with that. What are you talking about? The second that he knew his job was solidified, he then started going on and said, I knocked somebody out, because he was mad. He wanted to assassinate Easy's character the same way he's trying to assassinate mine. Okay? I literally peeled off your ass, because I can't even go to that venue no more because the way he was acting when you ran off into the night with a mask on and nobody knew where you went to. It was like, we doing this. You know what I said? Sorry, guys. That's my husband still, and that's my daughter's father. I can't do nothing. Yes, he was absolutely wrong. He was dead wrong. He was out of pocket. Yeah, if y'all do something behind my back that I don't know about, whatever, but not on my watch, I'm not doing it. And that's how I behave, and that's how I handle him. Through all the tormenting and all the secrets and all everything, nobody still couldn't handle him crazy. Let's be clear. People didn't respect me on the strength of him. A lot of the shit that he got was on the strength of me. And that's how I carried it. So when people was like, when he goes on there and says, oh, he lied after I knocked him out, he lied. Like, well, we all lied. Because we were all trying to make sure that we were all good because you did some dumb shit. But y'all know how it is. They could do mad shit to you all day, every day, year after year, decade after decade. But the second you do something to them, the second you say, I'm done, I'm finished, all hell breaks loose. He used to be gorilla glued to my nuts everywhere I went. Not because I'm a cheater and because I can't keep my legs closed, but because he was so worried about an athlete or another rapper or an executive getting my attention and I'll leave. When he realized that a regular that can rap, but just not the way we do it, By the way, he makes $50,000 per battle, has about 5-6 battles a year, so he makes at least $250,000 a year. You understand? Great credit score. I never seen a person with a credit score like this in my life. Like the richest people, some people who beg me to add their name to one of my properties and I have a lien on it because they don't pay their taxes. He couldn't believe, he couldn't fathom why him. So why he's sitting there, she was saying, why Hitman, why Goods? Why are you lying? Why are you lying? You was devastated that a regular that used to work for sanitation, got a pension plan, got a 401k, that happens to rap, was able to overcome your manipulation, was able to treat me nice. Not just because the camera's on, not just because people are watching, but because he genuinely felt like that. Not because I was paying his bills, not because I was taking care of his kids. And none of that. None of that. And then after I created my battle league, Chrome 23, I hope to make another battle league that's popping. He signed himself to, he literally that day signed himself to Slit Your Wrist Records and dropped a single the same day. The same day. He keeps digging up old pictures of Easy off of Google to try to make people like, look who she messing with, look who she doing this. Bro, if I post some of your old pictures, you look crazy. A lot of our older pictures look crazy. Why don't you post the pictures and the videos and the surveillance you have that has been hurting your heart? That had you on live for 2 hours, 3 different times at 2 a.m. in the morning. Because that's what you said. That's what you said to me. Oh, yeah, I'm moving around with my current come up publicly. And you did the same thing to me. I just had to deal with it in private. People don't know what I had to deal with. You're the weird one. You're the one that kept blackmailing me and threatening me to release sex tapes of me. Y'all keep saying, oh, she was parading around with this guy. I ain't never do that. Never. Y'all may see me standing with somebody. Y'all may have seen me at my battle league where people was talking crazy about me. People who have had conversations with Papoose who was feeding them information to talk shit about me in hopes that it would be so bad and I would be so ashamed and so embarrassed that I would stop. But I'm a real ass bitch and I know the truth, so I don't go what a saying no battle rap. I know what's up.
First of all, the Bible says a male shall not sleep with a male as with a woman, and the same applies to a woman should not sleep with a woman, and that's what the Bible says, not me. Secondly, I don't understand why y'all airing out everything in public, man. Come on, man. This will have a huge impact on your kids watching you guys going back and forth. It ain't good for their mental health. Turn to God, man. Forgive each other and move on. Remember, the Bible says a soft tongue steers anger away.
Roger. Tell these
King Gus.
subscribe to the Prophet channel.
Oh, I got to.